So I like to spread and just show, we're going to use two jokers for this. Try not to hit the edges because sometimes you might get a bit of bleed, but just, yeah, 2 jokers. Square up and put down, and have them select out any card they want and sign. Now this is untreated, and you'll notice that you don't need to treat 2 cards for this to work a la rough and smooth. If you just treat 1, that's all it takes. So this is completely untreated. And then when you're going to put this in, this is where these sort of weird gimmick happens. Now I know if I press here and pull aside, it's going to leave the double on bottom. That's exactly what we need to do this. So if I just slip this card in now and square up, I can pull aside and hide that damn thing or make it appear. Do that. Just make sure I put this in the correct position. I might have over-treated this now. It does happen, unfortunately. There we are. That's the end phase. Perfect. Now, if you put on a little bit too much, you will notice... Let me do this. If you put on slightly too much of the wax, and you're going to push over, you'll notice it kind of clings a little bit too much. If you do that, you kind of want to hide that fact. Does that make sense? So the best thing you can do is just say, so your card is in the centre, pick off the one that is a little bit rough, and just give it a little rub on the table, and it'll take off some of the wax on there. Put on. Now, during the routine, you're going to want to show it's in the middle a few times. So at this point, you're just going to hit the top edge and spread out, just like that, which hides the double down here, all right? Now, if I hit the bottom edge, oh, what the hell have I done wrong? Have I said this? No, I haven't. That had to happen at some point, didn't it? There we are. Awesome. That's something is dead. What the hell have I done wrong? There we are. That was nearly a good one for the blooper reel. I was like, what the hell have I done wrong there, guy? Yeah, that goes there. That goes in there. That should be right. Let me just double check everything. Spread. Perfect. And what the hell? Give me 2 seconds, guys. Technical difficulties. Because I have pulled that out, that should spread that way. That's what I need. What an idiot.
This is your usual layman patter.
Just me cussing myself out. Like, what a dickhead, man. So if I do that, there we are, there we are. What an idiot. Awesome. Because I was getting ahead of myself trying to explain what bits you're hitting and flipping, muddled myself all up. Yeah, so when you're spreading out to begin with, the top one is your top marked, and your bottom one, or your lower one, is the bottom card waxed. And as you spread out with the bottom, you're getting double on top, all right? So that goes in between there, and you square in. So it means if you hit the bottom end here, you're going to get your show. If you hit the top end, it's going to be on bottom, because it hides that bottommost joker. So it's really nice and fair. That's the reason why I like it, because you pan over and show that it's there. And you say, so your card is there, yeah? And you square it up. Now I like to do a little sneaky motion like that, as if I'm mucking things out and all that kind of stuff. Obviously you're doing nothing, and whatever they say, I usually give them the first one, and then say double or quits. Just so they think they've got a hope of winning. And then after that, you just have to remember, touch the bottom of the card, it'll show it in the middle. Touch the top, and it's going to hide it. Or put it to the bottom, sorry, right? So I'll do that a few times. And at the very end of the routine, this is the bit where I get muddled up with, getting ahead of myself. Sorry guys, keep that for the blooper reel, along with the nipple thing. At the very end, I want to show, yeah, you enjoyed the nipple thing, don't lie. At the very end, I want to show that the king's completely gone. So I will pan it out, show it's in the middle, ask them where they think it is, whatever they say, I'll say, yeah, it's obviously on bottom. In fact, last chance for all the money in my wallet, I slam the wallet down, and I'm just going to pick everything up, pinch, and I'm going to peel out the double here. Alright? Now if you grab up at the top, the double is super easy. So if you pinch there, it helps hide it, and stick the double in the centre, and square in. Now at this point, if I fan out from the bottom, it's going to hide all of them. So they're just going to get all jokers, alright? So I go, boom, obviously it's not there. The card has to be away. And at that point, you just pick up everything and put this all away in your pocket, and you walk off. It's a very, very simple Monty, if you don't mess up your setup. But yeah, it works, and you just keep it in your pocket at all times. If you want to, use a wax crayon. If you want to try science fiction, it's entirely up to you. I just call that Monty. Thank you. Any questions on this one? None?
Is there a specific, because here we have Crayola, that's like the most popular brand of crayons.
Crayola will work. The only thing that I will say, try and get white. With the white one, you can mark any card, front or back. If you can only find red or blue, it means you can only mark the back of a red card or a blue card. One fun thing, if you take, even on bite cards, if you've got a red Crayola you can write on the back of even a bike
Put the value or whatever.
What the card is, and you can't see it until you disfocus. It acts like juice. Crazy, but works. And again, you can still use it as roughing fluid as well. So it'll do the same. It'll do two jobs at once for you. Make sense?
You have a rough marked deck.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Basically. And with this, you only need to rough up one of the cards. Out of the pair, you only need to rough up one. All right.
Cool. Thanks.
Awesome. Right. So let's get rid of these. And rid of these. I'm happy I got one for the blooper reel. Get in. How far have I went over? Do we know? Have I?
It's 9:39.
Right, I'll do a couple little small ones, and we will use, again, just because you're easy, you can sit there. If you stay sitting there, that's awesome. In fact, as long as the camera can come on in. Come on. Again, that's my password. I'm going to trust you with something of mine, which is very personal. All right? So, please don't go snooping.
Okay.
And because, again, this, you'll understand what I mean in a minute, this updates all the time. If you get one that's a bit risque, don't panic. My friends can be quite odd with what they send me. What I mean by this, I'm just turning this off, it's just moaning at me for Wi-Fi settings. Awesome. What I mean by this is you're going to get my Facebook, all right? Be gentle. Just don't do anything I tell you not to do, otherwise I will, again, punch you in the throat. I go by bullying, it's how I'm joking here. Grab that for me, just hold it up. Just like this, it's perfect. Yeah. Now I'm willing to put money on this with you. If you look at the top, you should see what looks like a little world. And then you should see a little, up at the top, the blue bar, there's a little, don't press anything yet, don't press anything yet. They're like little people and then a little box in the centre, yeah? Press the box for me.
Box?
Yeah.
I'd like to look at your message.
And it should take into the message. Now in there, I believe it goes 6 by 6. I'm willing to put money on this with you actually. Am I going it? Yeah, I'll possibly put money on this with you. How much do you want? We'll go for £20. That's about 40 bucks. Fair?
Fair.
Awesome. Just want you to choose a number in your head between 1 and 6. All right. Once you have that number, just count down to that person. Just press on the person that falls on that number. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Go for it. Press on the person. Now, in that message, do you have enough lines to go down to that number again? So let's say you chose the second person. Can you go 1, 2, like there's 2 lines or however many? Make sense?
Yeah.
Now just count down in that line. I understand these messages don't come in like sentences, just go for lines. Now go down to that line and just choose a word on there. Try and make it a bigger one for me.
Alright.
Right, you got one in your head? Mm-hmm. Awesome, in fact, £20. Yes, let's go for 30. Go for 30 quid for you. Fair?
Fair.
Right, now you got, in fact, can you try and maybe remember the name for me as well? I'm trying my best not to look at monitors. I want to keep this as fresh as possible. So you can remember the name and you got the word, yeah? Yep. Just press on, up at the top there's a little world.
Little world?
Yeah, now, is that taking you back out?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Good. So that means this way there's no way I could know, fair? Mm-hmm. In fact, I'll even press the button and turn off. That's as far as you can get, yeah?
Yep.
Right, £30. Just think of the word first. Think of the word first. There's a C in there, yeah? Oh, and there's a C in the name. It's like a Craig Noble.
Yeah.
Awesome. Right, so you've got the word in your head?
Yeah.
Right, just think on this word. Can you make a scene out of this word? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like if it said skateboarding, you could vision someone going skateboard. Yeah. You know? Just envision it and big picture in your head. I'm getting it's like balloons here. There's birthday.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you kindly. Now, this is something I released a while back, and it was a limited edition thing. I only released 50, and that was it. I'm hopefully going to update this thing so I can get it out a bit further.